What's up, Tristan? How's it going, man? I am not bearish, man. I am not. I think that we're gonna most likely make up some more of what we lost on Friday. I mean, we're already pretty much halfway there. Yeah, I think we're gonna keep pushing unless some sort of news comes out, unless he tweets again or something happens. No, I definitely hear you. I like SMTs, man, but I don't I don't I wouldn't say solely rely on them because I'm not saying that's what you're doing, but like I don't put as much weight on them as a lot of other people do. Trading bank holiday. Yep, we are. Yep. After that move on Friday, you can better believe that we're going to be looking for something to get involved with. Just taking a peek at it. Yeah. It's wild how things like that can happen, man. And it's funny because I took a pre-market short and ended up going to class. It felt like we wanted to go shorter just based on some things that were happening here. We still had some lows, some relative equal lows down here, and then we had a couple key levels that were right there. We had London low right there. We had New York PM low from the previous day. So those were kind of clear targets, but the market setup wasn't really there. You didn't see the structure pointing in that direction, but there was clear draws on liquidity. So if you had just been lucky enough to been in a short when that happened, man, good Lord, man. That'd have been nice. What's up, Zach? Market's been bullish for a while. Could be a big sweep, too. Yeah, true. It did go to a pretty key level here. A previous, what did it basically went right to a key level that I had marked out earlier. Can't remember what it was. I think it was an FOMC data wick. Yeah, I think it was this FOMC data wick. Caught the short. Very nice, man. Yeah, it seemed like a good amount of people did. I was in class. Unfortunately, I was not sitting here on the charts. As soon as I got out of class, I was like, dang, man. Wish I'd been in that. It happens. Was it one mini would have been one mini on NQ would have been what, like $22,000 or something? Man, my power was off basically from like 6 o'clock last night until about an hour ago. I didn't even know if I was gonna stream today. I was packing my bag, about to go to the gym to shower. Let's see what we got here. See what the opinion of the chat is. Bullish or bearish on the day here? See what you guys think. Click on that poll and tell me what you guys think. Capitals, actually, I had to pay for a data thing, and it took it out of my capital. So we're sitting at 484 right now. I don't know if you can see that on the screen. 484. That's the reason I was having issues the other day. There was a payment issue with the data service that I paid for with AMP. So I had to clear that up before I could place a trade again. But they took it out of instead of taking it out of my bank account, they took it out of my purchasing power here, which is fine. We'll get that back. ESO? What's ESO? Oh, ESO. ES Open? Is that what you mean? 9 a.m. candle? Talking about that push up? About 4 years. Been trading props since like October of last year, but overall day trading for about 4 years. Got market open here in 3 minutes and 30 seconds. Bias you got? I honestly think that we're going to try to make up some more of this loss from last Friday. Unless Trump comes out and says something crazy, or we get somebody from the Fed saying something crazy, I think we're going to push. You know, it is a bank holiday, so it'll be a little interesting to see how it plays. But you would think, given such an aggressive sell-off on Friday and the fact that it was basically for not a good reason that we've discovered now, I think that we could potentially get some movement higher here. But since it's a bank holiday, since it's a Monday, all those things, we're taking those into account, and we're just gonna be very, very cautious in taking a trade. Started last year, 16 now. Just got your first payout, dude. That's sick. I wish I had started when I was 16, man. I really do. It's crazy. When I was 16, this kind of stuff wasn't available. Or if it was, there was no TikTok or any of that stuff. So it wasn't like it was well known. Not trading your XFA. I don't blame you. Been good, man. Just stressed. I got a lot of school going on right now, man. I got midterms this week, tomorrow and Wednesday. We got a review session here in about an hour and a half that I got to go to. Is today and tomorrow counted as one day? No. From 6 p.m. in the evening till 6 p.m. in the next evening. That's one whole trading day. My trading today, we're keeping an eye on things. If we see something, I want to see how the market open's going to be. If we just get an absolute piss missile to the upside here, we might try to hop in on that. But we're going to keep risk very, very small. 1 micro is what we're trading on the personal account. Just trying to see what we can do. Easy peasy, yeah. Yeah. I got about, let's see. Midterm covers, it's an easy peasy midterm, but it just covers Anger and Mercy by Seneca, The 12 Caesars by Suetonius, The Jewish War by Josephus, Tacitus, more of his bullshit, and The Annals by Tacitus. So all of that's on the midterm. Got to know dates. Got to know all that stuff. Easy peasy, though. Sounds like some deep material, yeah. It's just a lot of information. It's nothing crazy. It's just a lot of information to remember. So maybe not easy peasy. We'll see. Half of it is a 3-page essay, and the other half is short answer. And I have like an hour to take it, so let's just say my hopes are not too high. Got a lot of sell-side liquidity here we could eat up, potentially. Appreciate that, Zach. Yeah, we'll be good. Got a quiz today in Japanese also. It's never ending, man. Interesting candle. I barely know English. Yeah, dude. Japanese. Is this the push? Or is this just the manipulation? Yeah, it likes to push to high time frame PD raise, yeah. Book map's pretty lit up higher, man. This could just be a range day, though. Isaiah, what up? That's smart, man. That's a good. You always have some good discipline, dude. I swear. That's a smart way to think. If you didn't get good sleep, you're not in a good headspace, you're not fully rested, don't trade. What's up, Yummy? How's it going? This is the 5 minute right here. See the 5 on the backdrop. Whatever time frame I'm on, it'll excuse me, it'll show there. We're bouncing back and forth between ES and NQ. We're just NQ's dumping. ES is kind of just hanging out. That's that sell side liquidity right there. Yeah, it very well could be manipulation for higher. 5 minute chart here. ES is just hanging out. It's kind of funny. It's moving now. There we go. Got some orders down to 660. What's NQ doing? Pushing London. There's London on NQ. ES is starting to make its way down. If we have another 1,000-point sell-off, no, we haven't taken any trades, man. Very disciplined. We're just keeping an eye on things. Nothing to get involved in at this point. Something's gonna have to be real juicy on a day like today. Mostly, I'm doing this because I'm just interested how price is going to behave after Friday's sell-off. I'm not too optimistic that we're going to get a setup or anything that is worth trading. NQ's bouncing right off of London lows there. ES turning right back around. Could just be a continuation lower here. Or it could just push right back up. That could have been the manipulation. It's going all right, man. I had I had a power outage from like 6 o'clock last night until around 8:15 this morning. So that was very annoying, especially trying to study for midterms. I'm sitting here by candlelight. Felt like a founding father over here trying to study by candlelight, reading Roman literature. But it's been good. I can't complain, man. Roof over my head, clothes on my back, food in my belly. There you go. Caught the short. Pushing right back up on ES. Excuse me. Yeah, I'd I'd be tempted to do what Isaiah said and call it a day. We'll see. We'll see though. We could just get a massive push higher here. It's kind of hard to tell what market wants to do. Price just came up, touched right into that 2-minute, rejected right back out of it on ES. Same with NQ. ES might say, hey, I want London too, and just keep going lower here. We'll see. Be interesting to see. The book map's lit up lower on ES, but it's also lit up higher. It's just a question of who's going to win. You got orders down to basically down to 657. So down into here. I think it'll take London. At least. Yeah, more orders lighting up now. Momentum trader would hop in a short here. Most likely. Probably would have hopped in on that retouch up here, to be honest. I'm hands off, though. We're just watching. Pushing higher now. No, it's a holiday, so there's no news. Unless Trump tweets something. Appreciate those follows. Miguel and whoever the other one was. The only reason I'm on here, man, I typically wouldn't be, you're right, but the only reason I'm on here is that move from Friday. I'm just super interested to see what kind of reaction we get on this open today. I think we're going to want to, I mean, dude, think about, we were gapped up off of, look at this new week opening gap here. What is that, an 80-point gap on ES, I think, something like that? Yeah, 80-point on ES, new week opening gap. And then we pushed from that, if you just count the open from down here, we pushed up 155 points on ES from the close on Friday to the peak at London. So I mean, I'm sitting here thinking, hey, let's take a gander. It doesn't hurt to take a gander to see what market open looks like, even though it's a holiday. I started to make safe trades, so one time a day, made 300 a day, but strategy works, so I don't know. Hey, stick with one. I like sticking with one a day, man. Consistency. It's better than having. I've had plenty of like huge days, but man, when I'm trading like that, I'm also having huge losses. When I'm having huge wins, I'm having huge losses. I find more success in having days where I'm making $400, $500, $600 and calling it a day off of one and just doing that consistently. It's nice to have the huge days too, but you know, you got to know when to call it quits. I used to do that too, man. I had days like I think my biggest day I think I've talked about it before was like 22 grand or something. And that was followed by a day where I lost 24 grand literally the next day. So, less is more in my opinion. Keep TikTok DMs. I'll check it out after the stream. What's my bias for the day? Honestly, man, I don't know. That was one of the reasons I wanted to hop on here. If I had to guess, and this is strictly a guess, I would think we want to push higher. We had Vance making some calming remarks in terms of the China situation. You had Trump coming out and basically making some calming remarks to the situation. So I think that's why we gapped up to the upside so heavily off the open. And I wanted to see that continue at market open here, but we'll see. What's up, Maya? We very well could, Epic. We very well could fill this new week opening gap before going higher. But again, who knows? Trump could come out any moment and start saying something good or bad, and it just goes through the roof or into the basement. I have contingencies marked out for both, so I have the previous month low, previous quarter low, yearly open, all that marked out in case we get some crazy downward pressure. You never know. Yearly. I was about to go lower than that, and I was like, dude, if we're hitting that level, like they'll probably, I forgot what the percentage is, but they usually put a freeze on the market. I can't remember what they call it. They did it before with the tariffs. You guys remember when it was dumping? Was anybody trading then? And prop firms were like basically like not allowing people to trade. Yeah, I like it too, Ma. Yeah, the 10% circuit breaker. That's what it was, yeah. That was nuts. That was truly nuts, man. We could see that again. Sorry, that's super small for you guys. You weren't trading it. Yeah, Zach, it was strange, man. It wasn't strange. It was just it's kind of scary to watch. Obviously, it's good. You know, if you're looking at it from our perspective, it's like, heck yeah, dude, you can almost just take a blind short and just be good. But from just an overall perspective as an American or even as anybody in the world, really, it's like, holy shit. What's going on? Where's the bottom? What's up, Jay? How's it going, man? Not a fan of this song. I don't know that we're going to get much action here. I mean, we swept London. That was the manipulation. Maybe that's what it wanted to pick up, and now it's going to push higher. But there's nothing super convincing right now for me to want to say, hey, yeah, I'm taking a trade in this direction. Super wiki on ES. It's not so much. It's a little cleaner on NQ, to be honest, but it's still not something that I want to get involved with. Nothing convincing. No. We switch back and forth from NQ to ES. The previous 2 weeks or so, ES has been cleaner. This looks way cleaner than ES right now. NQ looks way cleaner than ES right now. The ES is wiki as hell. Excuse my language. NQ's a lot cleaner. So if we take one, it'll probably be on NQ. Excellent weekend. My youngest won his football game. We're 5-1. Dude, that's awesome. How old is he? That does sound like a fun weekend. I can't wait for that, man. I can't wait until I have kids and I can do that kind of stuff. I came from a small day trip, 6 hour, and didn't get to look at the charts. But to be honest, there wasn't anything. Yeah, I hear you. I hope the trip was a good trip, man. I could use a trip. Going home to see my family Thursday. Looking forward to that. Do you ever wish you could have been doing this earlier? Dude, every day. I wish I had started this when I see some guys, we had someone in here say they started when they were 16. Who was it that said that earlier? Or said they started when they were 15, I think. I wish, man. I wish. You should, man. If it's something you're interested in doing, yeah, going live is fun. When's Thanksgiving break? I'm not sure when Thanksgiving break is. Fall break is this week. It starts on Thursday. My last exam is on Wednesday, so but it's only Thursday and Friday and then back on Sunday. Still better than nothing, but still. Bookmap just lit up higher. What's some advice? What's a good message for somebody starting early? Learn the basics, man, and figure out how to master your psychology. If you can start doing things in your everyday life that build what's known as the self-efficacy muscle, meaning you're doing hard things that you don't necessarily want to do, but you do them anyway. Working out, studying, not giving into lust. That's a huge one. If you can do those things and you can start really building that discipline, that self-efficacy muscle, trading will not be easier, but you'll find more success. That would be my advice. And if you want to live like most people don't live, then don't do what most people are doing, which is don't go partying, don't go drinking, don't go doing stupid stuff. Trust me, I did all that stuff, and I'm telling you from experience, it doesn't pay off. It's the reason I'm 32 and in college. What's up, Hector? How's it going, man? I've been into this. I really like doing this, dude. You can find freedom doing this. Like, you can't. There's very few things in life that you can do that are like trading in terms of the freedom it provides. Now, if you're getting good at it and you're making a ton of money from it, it's like, what kind of value are you really offering to the world? That's what I struggle with. But what you got to do is not allow this to be your entire life. You use it as a mechanism to have money, and then you take that money and you do other things with it. You help people. You invest it in other places so it grows. This is just a tool right here to have it's a money glitch. Should be about 2 hours of your day, maybe, and then the rest of your day should be spent building up other companies or other businesses and helping people. I did my biggest trade last week. It was like 1.2, and it was a long trade, and didn't even think taking it early. It's a good feeling. I guess you could call it betting. It's a money glitch because if you learn how to read price action and you develop the discipline that it takes to make good decisions, then it only takes a little bit of your time, and you can make a ton of money doing it. You could call it betting, but it's really just an informed decision that you're making. You're making an informed decision based on evidence on the chart. You're also like the other thing is you're not just using, like, you're reading candle wicks, which is basically market structure. You're reading order flow. You're paying attention to the news. It's not like playing cards or buying a lottery ticket. I would say buying a lottery ticket is betting, like you're gambling. This, you could say it's gambling. You can make that argument because you don't know what price is going to do, but you have a lot of evidence to go off of that gives you a more informed decision to make. I'm on a live account right now. You can see where purchasing power is 484. We started at 500, but they took a little bit out of my account to pay for a data feed that I apparently had an issue with. Yeah, there's a lot to this. There is. Yeah, it's not just simply I think it's going up or I think it's going down. All right, Zach. Have a good day, man. I'll be back tomorrow. We'll be here bright and early. Appreciate you, man. Thanks for coming by. Yeah, exactly. Toothless as it. Develop a plan. Find something that works. Develop a plan and a set of rules, something that works, and stick to it. It's like anything else in life, man. Whether it's, I like working out, so it's something that I can kind of correlate to trading. And it's like, to be successful at working out, you have to get enough sleep. You have to work out properly, so you have to educate yourself on the physiology of working out. You have to eat right, so you need to educate yourself on nutrition, and you got to be consistent. You can have all the information in the world, if you're not consistent, you don't stick to the plan, then you're not gonna build muscle. You're not gonna get big. You're not gonna be in good shape. So execution's a huge part of it. And doing it even when you don't feel like it. You know, that's the hardest thing. Stick to your rules even when you don't feel like it. Don't take a trade even when you don't feel like it. Know when to close the charts. I have not seen Ant. No, I haven't seen him on here yet. Took longs. Nice. I haven't seen anything convincing me of it yet. We did get a sweep of a London barely, but that's not in my opinion, that's not what I look for when I'm looking for a sweep. I look for a pretty strong move below, and then a strong V-shaped recovery. That wouldn't be something I'd be convinced of, but we are definitely pushing up. This is what I thought we were going to do at open, to be honest. Pushing into this 15-minute inversion and 15-minute bearish gap. We'll see what it does here. I do fundeds. Yeah, I have fundeds. Yeah, I have TPT and Apex fundeds right now. I think if you're just starting out, start on paper, and then your next step is go to prop firms. And there's really no reason to never not do. There's no reason not to do prop firms. I always will do prop firms regardless of how much personal capital I trade, because it makes too much sense. So you can follow the rules. We do not do any of that. We do not do silver spoons, knives, or forks when a child is born. Do diapers and formula and things like that. It's a very random question. No, we don't. We don't do any of that. Yes, it's pushing pretty decently. What was the significance of giving silver? I appreciate it, Maya. Thanks for coming by. I hope you do too. Yeah, I know that saying, yeah. Is that where that comes from? That would make sense. We actually say silver spoon in your mouth. I don't know about up your butt, but in your mouth. Same thing though, I guess. Was born with a rubber fork in my ear. There you go, Isaiah. I'm off. I get off Thursday through Sunday. What time frame? This is the 15. See that 15 in the background? I bounce around on time frames. I like to see the higher time frames to see what we could potentially reject out of. Right now, it looks like we touched right into this 15-minute and rejected out of it. I'm gonna open and close a trade on my one of these evals I got going. A little micro. Does London ever get news? Yes. Yeah, they do. They're heavily dependent on you. I mean, like most markets, they're heavily dependent on the U.S., but they do have news of their own. Starting Wednesday through Friday, I'm going to be trading New York AIM. There you go, man. It's been a while since you've been able to do that, right? Yeah, that'll be good. I know you're looking forward to that. There you go. Targeting, yeah, London highs are up here. I think that'd be the first TP. I got a micro open right now on my one of my evals just to get a trading to count as a trading day. I could probably just put that on the screen, but it's not. It's not like a serious trade. It's just something to be able to get a trading day counted. I don't think there was. I honestly don't check London schedule, to be honest, but I'm not sure. I guess I could take a look. Let's see. No, nothing. I mean, a bunch of. No, it wasn't. What are we tapping into? That 15 again? Yeah. You have to. Sorry, you have to put the filter on for GBP. I don't know. That's just the currencies. I don't think that you have to. Yeah, if you put GBP or EUR, that should be what shows it. What's our TP? I'm not in a trade. I mean, I got this one just counting as so I can count as a trading day, but I'm not. I mean, if you're looking for a TP off that long, I'd say London high. A little decoupled right now, I think. ES is pushing down, NQ is pushing up. This 15-minute gap's kind of holding things up. I think it's going to go higher though. We'll see. Yeah, GBP and EUR. That's British pound and the euro. So that should show the news for those countries. Or I guess euro's not a country, but if there is something within the UK, it'll show there. I would think. Yeah, man, I got you. Yeah, man, I like helping you guys out. I don't know everything, so I could be wrong about that, but I think that would make the most sense, right? If you had that on, it would show. That's what that's what makes most sense to me. I think we're about to get a pretty strong move to London high here. We'll see. So a bunch of orders flashing up there. Appreciate the follows. Sorry for the lack of excitement in here, guys. This is just, bank holiday. This is what it is. I thought we would get a little more action here because of the Friday move, but looks like this is what it's going to be. Yeah, I think it does want to go higher. I mean, we'll see. I'm trying to make sure I keep an eye on the news so we don't miss anything if Trump says something about China again. Close 46. There you go. Yeah, that 15 was what we were tapping into there, holding us up. See if this 5-minute holds here. 7K. Holy crap, man. Nice work. See a rocket ship up. Let's see a big old rocket ship candle to the moon here. If you got some sort of announcement about a trade deal with China, that it's probably not going to happen today. But when it does happen, I think you're going to see an absolute piss missile to the upside. Who knows when it'll happen, or if it will happen. I think it will at some point. Any OGs in here? Yeah, Jay was in here earlier. Tristan was in here. Who else? Was Nathan in here? Maya was in here. Zach was in here. He had to go to work. Bank holiday. Yeah, we wanted to see. It is a bank holiday, but we wanted to see what kind of price action we'd get after this big sell-off. Regained about 500 points of it overnight. Over half the move back. So, yeah, we're just keeping an eye on things. Seeing what happens. London high. LOH is London high. Down, down, down. I appreciate that, man. Yeah, I try to keep it as clean as possible. Oh, you talking about the colors? You're in the right place, D. There's some good people in here. Check out the Discord too. It has not been as lively as I would like it to be, just because I haven't been as active or posting as much in there. But hopefully, we can continue to grow it and get more content kind of flowing in there. But there's some good people in there. Bounce some ideas off of. Discord link right there. And right back down. Which consistency rule? What firm are you talking about? With Apex? Which one are you talking about, Playboy? Chances of reversal? You talking about to the downside? Uh, I don't know, man. I would think we'd want to push a little higher, but ES did not take London, so who knows? Who knows, really? I'm hands off. Oh, BS price action might just close it up. No problem with that, man. No. I think that's a good idea. I'm not far behind you. If I had to guess, I would think we were going to keep going higher. Obama. Passed my first eval. There you go. That's awesome. That's a great feeling. I think it'll be, we'll see how price reacts in this 5 minute right here. Pushing into this 15 also. 9 minutes until this closes. We're just watching price, man. Watching price with the way that sell off was on Friday, and then the fact that they kind of came back and walked back their comments. Wanted to see how big of a rebound the market would have. So if it was a piss missile to the upside, we were going to try to get in on it, but we haven't taken anything. We're just watching. This could just be a pullback before the move higher up to London, or it could just drop straight to London low here. We'll see. You even saw that crypto manipulation? Yeah. Yeah. It sucks for a lot of people, man. It has an inverse. Ian. Got to wait till the candle closes to invert. Oh, if it does, I don't know, man. You took London on NQ. I guess that's not a very convincing sweep right there, but ES did not. So this could be you very well could have the move going down to London right now on ES. So I'm hands off. I'm not taking a trade. What indicator is this? Which one? The fair value gap one is this one right here. Out of the trade at 2 point. Oh man, that sucks. Break even's better than red though. Can't go wrong with Bitcoin, man. With Bitcoin, I mean, there was a good little dip. Could have bought up the dip. I said the same thing about S&P and NQ. If you were looking for options, SPY options would have been great. Bouncing out of this 5 minute on NQ. 15 also. We'll see how it reacts. Still got a minute until the candle closes. 5 minute until this candle closes, Ian. Yeah, man, I got you. Here's that push down. Have a good day, man. I appreciate you being here. I'm right behind you. I'm not gonna sit around and watch this for too long. Yeah, John's the NQ right here, tapping into this 5 minute. ES is pushing lower. It did. Yeah, I think this is ES wanting to take London as well, but we'll see. It could just turn around right here. All right, Jay. Good idea, man. Hope you have a good rest of your day. That's the 30-second time frame. The indicator does that. Sorry, I was watching my other trade over here. Closed it out. Took a small trade just to get a trading day counted on one of my evals. Just a little. Put it up on the screen here. Just a little guy, little $50, just to get a trading day counted. What I did there was I had a long up here. I closed it for like $5 or something, but then I just took a short from this 30-second gap right here and had my take profit right there at this low. So I just closed it out pretty quick. It was one mini. First one was 1 micro. Second one was 1 mini. I think I'm going to call it, guys. I got a class here in 30 minutes. I haven't eaten yet, so I think what I'm going to do, this is not, I think we could potentially get a push down here to London low and then maybe higher at that point. But this isn't something I want to sit through. I also got shit I need to do. So you got orders stacked up down to London low here, down to 660 at least. So down to here at least. Pretty heavy at 664. You got 864 buy orders stacked up, 877 buy orders stacked up at 664. So keep that in mind. But I'm going to jump off. I'll be back tomorrow. We're going to be live all week. Hopefully make some money. You guys be good. Stay patient. Protect your capital. Don't take stupid trades. Y'all be good. God bless you.